Smoking causes cancer. Smoking kills. Liquor drinking is injurious to health.
You're about to hear a story so powerful, so emotional, that by the end you might need to call your mom, or your dad, or both. Imagine this: a woman, 100 years old, and suddenly she's 18 again. Not in spirit, not in dreams. Body. She opens her eyes, looks in the mirror, and sees the face of her youth. But the world around her is 82 years ahead. This isn't sci-fi. This isn't fantasy. This is La Bisabula, D18, La Gloria Pronto Volvera, a Chinese drama that took Asia by storm, broke hearts on social media, and made millions cry in subtitles. And today, on MN Media, we're breaking down the entire story, scene by scene, emotion by emotion. But first, a quick heads up. We don't show the full movie here. We respect the creators. We love the art. So we'll give you the full story, review the cast, the reactions. But if you want to watch it legally, I've got the official links in the description now. Take a deep breath. If you love your father, hit subscribe. If you love your mother, comment right now. Love you, Mom. Because this story, it's about family. It's about time. It's about love that outlives memory. And trust me, by the end, you'll want to call someone. Let's go. First things first, the title. La Bisabula de 18. That's Spanish. But the drama is Chinese, so why the Spanish title? Actually, a marketing title used in Latin America, in Spanish-speaking regions. The original Chinese title, which translates to Rebirth of the Grandmother's Return. But the official English title? Poetic? Mysterious? And honestly, it's a little misleading. Because this isn't about fame, it's about family. The drama was released in early 2024 as a limited series, 12 episodes, each around 45 minutes. It was produced by Hunan TV and IQIYI, two giants in Chinese entertainment now. Here's the wild part. It was not expected to be a hit. It didn't have flashy martial arts. No billionaires or love triangles. Just an old woman. Time. But then it dropped, and within 3 days, it trended on Weibo. It broke Doubon's emotional drama rating record. And in Latin America, the Spanish-dubbed version exploded on YouTube and Netflix. Why? Because it's not just a story. It's a mirror. Let's talk about the people behind the magic first, the lead. The woman who plays both 100-year-old grandma, Lin, and 18-year-old Lin Mylan. Yes, Zhou Zhen, Academy Award nominated. Actress, legend, icon. The kind of performer who can say one word and make you cry. And she carries this entire drama. On her shoulders, zero makeup for the older version. Just raw, real. Now, how did they make her look 18 again? No heavy CGI, no deepfake nonsense. It's just lighting, costumes, and Zhou Zhen's incredible range. In flashbacks, she's 18. In the present, she's 100. And when she wakes up young again, it's her, but with a spark we haven't seen in decades. Supporting cast? Wait, no, just kidding. I wish actually Tong Wei plays her granddaughter, Chan Xiaomei, a stressed-out doctor in Beijing, overwhelmed by work, disconnected. From her roots, and Wu Lei, yes, that Wu Lei from Love 020 plays her son, Zhao Tian, a rebellious teen who can't stand family traditions. Now, the director. Yang Ming? Unknown before this. A film school professor who wrote the script based on his own grandmother's diary, and the cinematographer, Li Wei. His work here is stunning. Every shot feels like a painting. Soft light, warm tones, long silences that say more than words. This wasn't made for TikTok. It was made for feeling now, box office. Tricky, because this wasn't a theatrical release. It was a streaming drama. But let's talk numbers. On IQIY. It generated over $12 million in premium views in the first month. It had a 9.610 rating on Doubon. That's insane for any drama. For context, Better Days was 8.5. The Wandering Earth was 7.9, and internationally. In Mexico, the Spanish dub hit #1 on Netflix for 2 weeks. In Spain, it's trended on Twitter for days, and on YouTube. People were sharing screenshots of their moms crying. While watching it, one user wrote, My abuela hasn't spoken to me in years. After this, she hugged me and said, I remember when I was young too. Another, I called my mom for the first time in 6 months. We cried together. This wasn't entertainment, it was therapy. And critics. The South China Morning Post called it, Variety said. Even The Guardian covered it. All for a story about a 100-year-old woman who wakes up young again. So what happens? Let's dive in. We're going episode by episode. Deep, emotional, no spoilers. Too late, we're here for the truth. Grab tissues. Episode 1. The Last Breath. It opens in a small village in Yunnan. China rain, thunder, an old house with peeling paint. Inside, a woman lies in bed, 100 years old, wrinkled, barely breathing. Her name, Lin Meiling. Family gathers. Granddaughter Chen Xiaomei. Grandson Zhao Tian. Nurses. Priests. She whispers one phrase no one understands. Then, flatline. But then, a flash of light. She opens her eyes. Young. 18. Healthy. She looks in the mirror. Screams. The year. 2024. She was born in 1942. She lived through war, famine, revolution, and now. She's back, but no one believes her, the doctor says. Memory disorder. Common in elderly, Xiaotian laughs. Grandma's finally lost it. Only Xiaomei hesitates because Grandma knew things, like the name of her childhood. Dog, like the song her mother sang. Secrets only she could know. End of episode 1. Episode 2. The Diary. Xiaomei finds an old diary in the attic written in 1943 by Lin Meiling. It describes the exact room, the exact tree outside, and a prophecy. One day I will return, not in spirit, in flesh, and I will fix what I broke. Xiaomei confronts her. You're really her? Lin Meiling, now young, nods. I died, and then I woke up. Like, I'm supposed to be here. She says she has one mission, to reconnect her family before it's too late. Because in her vision, Zhao Mei dies in a car crash in 3 months, Zhao Tian drops out of school, becomes a drug addict. The family vanishes. No. She says, I lived 100 years to learn one thing. Family is everything. I won't let it die. Zhao Mei is skeptical. But then, Lin Meiling predicts the exact time the power will go out, and it does. At 8:17 p.m., just like in 1945, during the war. Coincidence? Or destiny? Episode 3. The first test. Lin Meiling starts small. She cooks a dish from 1940s Yunnan, a stew with wild mushrooms and ginger jiao. Tian takes one bite and bursts into tears. That's what Grandma used to make. But Grandma just died. How does this girl know the recipe? Then she finds an old photo, her grandfather. As a young man, she points to a scar on his neck. That's from a knife. Fight in 1952, he saved your father. No records, no photos, just oral history. Xiaomei starts to believe, but the hospital. They want to study her. Scientists arrive. Mr. Eye scans, blood tests. They can't explain her genetically. She's 18, but her memories, 100 years of life. One scientist says, this defies biology, but not love. Episode 4. The Village. Lin Meiling returns to her childhood village, but it's gone. Now a tourist resort. She walks through heartbroken, finds a tree she used to climb, still alive, carves her initials, LM, just like in 1943. Suddenly, an old man approaches, 90 years old, looks at the carving. You were here before? You remembers her? They danced once, he says. You told me you'd come back. I waited 60 years. She hugs him. Both cry. Later, she finds her childhood home, now a souvenir shop, buys a cheap keychain. But it has the same pattern as her mother's brooch. She whispers, I'm home. Episode 5. The Warning. Lin Meiling has a vision. Xiaomei Driving. Rain. A truck, SWERVES, crash. She wakes up screaming, tells Xiaomei, "Don't drive on March 12th. Take the train." Xiaomei laughs. But March 12th comes. She's about to drive to Shanghai. Then her car won't start. She takes the train later. News breaks. A truck crash on that highway. Multiple deaths. Same time, same place. Xiaomei collapses. She finally believes. Episode 6. The father, Xiaomei's father, Lin Miling's son, has been absent for 20 years. Abandoned the family. Moved to Canada. Lin Miling says, "He left because I was too strict. I thought I was protecting him. I was wrong." She convinces Xiaomei to reach out. They video call. He's cold, distant. Then Lin Miling speaks. In his childhood nickname, Little Sparrow, he freezes. No one else called him that. She sings the lullaby his mother sang. He starts to cry. He says, "I thought you hated me." She says, "I loved you too much. That's why I pushed you. But love shouldn't hurt." He books a flight. Episode 7. The wedding photo. Lin Miling finds an old wedding photo, her and her husband. 1950. They were happy. But he died in the Cultural Revolution. She kept his glasses. Now, she gives them to Xiao Tian. "You're just like him. Brave, stubborn, full of fire." Zhao Tian, who's been rebellious, finally listens. He starts helping his mom, studies, even apologizes to his grandma, the young one. Meanwhile, Lin Miling starts teaching the village kids traditional songs. One little girl asks, "Are you a time traveler?" She smiles. "No, just a grandmother who came back to say sorry." Episode 8. The illness. 33 minutes and 0 seconds to 36 minutes and 0 seconds. On-screen text. Episode 8. The illness. Narrator. Suddenly Lin Miling gets sick. Fever, pain. Doctors say, "Your body is aging fast." She's not staying 18. She's regressing biologically. She's now 30, then 40. She has weeks left. Xiaomei panics. Lin Miling says, "This was always the plan. Came back to fix things, not to stay." She writes letters to Xiaomei, to Xiao Tian, to her son. One line, "Love doesn't need time. It needs courage." Episode 9. The reunion. The family gathers. Son arrives from Canada, hugs his mother. The young woman who is his 100-year-old mom. It's awkward, emotional then. Sees her hands. Scar on the left finger from cutting. Vegetables. In 1965, he breaks down. They eat together, laugh, share stories for the first time in decades. They're a family. Lin Miling, now looking 50, smiles. Mission almost complete. Episode 10. The confession. Lin Miling gathers. Everyone says there's one more thing. She reveals she wasn't just a village woman in 1949. She saved a political prisoner. Her husband was executed. Because of it, she never told anyone. But now, the truth must be known. Her son says, "You protected us by staying silent." She says, "No. I protected my pride. I was afraid." But fear should never silence love. They visit her husband's grave finally. Peace. Lin Miling is now 70 years old. In appearance, she can barely walk. She gathers the family one last time, gives each a gift to Xiaomei, her mother's jade bracelet, to Xiao Tian, her husband's old compass. "Find your direction." To her son, a photo of them as kids. Then she whispers, "La Gloria, pronto, volverá." This time, they understand. Glory isn't fame, it's family. And it will return through you. She closes her eyes. Peaceful is. She gone? The screen fades to white. Episode 12. The return. 1 year later. Xiaomei visits the village. She brings her son. Zhao Tian's little brother plants a tree. A young girl approaches one Lin Miling taught. She sings the old lullaby. Xiaomei smiles. Then, in the distance, a young woman walks. Looks like Lin Miling. 18 again. She smiles, waves. vanishes. Final line. Love never dies. It just finds a new face. This isn't just a story about time travel. It's about coal and regret. Lynn Miling spent 100 years wondering if she did enough forgiveness. She forgives herself. Her son forgives her. Legacy glory isn't fame. It's the love you pass on, the compass. Symbol of direction, the jade bracelet, heritage, the tree, growth, and the title, La Gloria Pronto Volverá. It's not about returning to fame. It's about family glory, the quiet pride of a grandmother's love. And yes, the Spanish title. It's poetic, but the heart is Chinese, rooted in filial piety, ancestral respect. This drama is a love letter to every grandma who cooked, cleaned, cried, and loved in silence. In China, families started family nights. Watching old home videos, calling elders. One hospital reported, patients asked to see their parents after watching this. In Mexico, a chain of nursing homes showed it weekly, called it La Terapia de la Bisabula. In Spain, schools used it in emotional education classes, and on TikTok, millions shared videos. I haven't seen my grandma in years. After this, I visited her. Even celebrities cried. Jackie Chan said, I called my mom and said sorry for everything. And Josine, she said, I played a grandmother, but I learned how to be a daughter. Now I know you're emotional. Want to watch it now? But please, watch it legally. This drama was made with love, sweat. With tears, you can stream it on IQIY with subtitles, Netflix, Spanish and English dubs, Viki fan subs. Legal, don't pirate it. Don't search full movie free. I support the artists. Because if we lose stories like this, we lose ourselves. If you made it this far, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. This story is not just about a woman who came back. It's about you. About your parents. Your grandparents. About the words you haven't said. So do me a favor. If you love your father, hit subscribe. If you love your mother, comment, I love you, Mom. And share this video with someone who needs it, because sometimes a story can heal a family. Now check out these next. My Mother Was a Ghost. Full story breakdown. The 100-year-old letter that changed a nation, Chinese drama that made 10 million. People cry all right here on MN Media. I'm Mahi reminding you, love doesn't age. It just waits